Hello and welcome. I'm Asuma Katauka and you are watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Israel has reopened the Allenby Border Crossing with Jordan today, 5 days after closing it when a Jordanian truck driver opened fire and killed 2 Israeli soldiers. The crossing is the sole passenger gateway and main commercial route between Jordan and the Israeli-occupied West Bank. France and Saudi Arabia will host a major summit in New York today with many of world leaders. Among them, some are expected to formally recognize a Palestinian state, even as Israel and the US boycott this event. Meanwhile, Israeli officials warned of possible West Bank annexation and bilateral measures against France. Iran's atomic energy chief and vice president Mohammad Eslami have arrived in Moscow for talks. According to the Iranian embassy in Russia, this visit comes after the UN Security Council refused to permanently lift sanctions, with 3 European countries seeking to reimpose them over alleged violation of the 2015 nuclear deal. Russia has asked the UN Civil Aviation Agency to ease sanctions on aircraft spare parts and overflights, calling Western restrictions unlawful coercive measures. The sanctions have cut off Russian airlines from direct access to parts for more than 700 Airbus and Boeing jets, forcing them to rely on complex indirect import routes. South Sudan's opposition leader and former Vice President Riek Machar have appeared in court facing charges of crimes against humanity, treason, and murder over a March attack on a military base that killed over 250 soldiers. The move raises fears of returning to civil war that killed 400,000 people in the 2010s. Hundreds of demonstrators led by the Generation Z have protested for a second day in Lima against President Dina Boluarte's government, with clashes injuring at least 18 people, including 12 police officers and 6 journalists. The unrest sparked by a new pension law and fueled by widespread anger over corruption and crime. Shenzhen authorities have announced plans to evacuate 400,000 people from coastal and low-lying areas ahead of Super Typhoon Ragasa, according to official government WeChat Post. Hong Kong's airline Cathay Pacific has said it will cancel over 500 flights as a powerful storm approaches. Amazon faces trial today in Seattle federal court over FTC allegations that it used dark patterns to trick millions of customers into its $139 per year Prime service and made cancellations nearly impossible. According to court documents, the U.S. Federal Trade Commission claims Amazon knew about widespread non-consensual enrollments and resisted changes to protect revenue. French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot has stated that France's